welcome to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale along with Jess Otten, and I cannot believe it is our final show of the season. Like, it just went by so quickly, but Jess, I think it's safe to say that we're like keeping the best for last. Like, we're really going out with a bang.
Oh, Heather, I am so sad that today is our last show of the season. It truly did go by so fast, but you know, this next half hour is jam-packed full of great harness racing, highlighting, of course, that great day on Sunstake Saturday from Pocono.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the headlines right now. On today's show, yes, we will be recapping Pennsylvania's biggest day of harness racing. We'll show you the major races from the $2.2 million Sunstake Saturday card from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Although it took place during the day, the harness racing stars were shining bright. And of course, we've got some racing excitement from Paris, Philly in the next half hour. Plus our blast from the past and the trivia time question. It's all coming up right now on PA Harness Week. Let's get into that Sunstake Saturday action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono with our race of the week. It is the $250,000 Delmonica Hanover. It's for 3-year-old filly trotters. And in here we want you to take a look at number 1, that's Joviality, and number 3, Jiggy Jog. They're the two ladies getting the most respect in here because they both competed recently against the boys in the Hambletonian. But for this one, they're vying in an all-female event. Here's Jim Bavilia for the call.
On the backstretch, Jiggy Jog up by a length. Good spot in the pocket for Pink Coco Chanel. And now the first over coming from Joviality. Jiggy Jog accelerating, trying to keep her off. She's 2 away. On the move in the outside into third is Delmonica Hanover, following up that outer flow Manon. Meanwhile, Baptism stymied in 6th. Further back there to Dream on High and Mon Cheval. The lead a length and a quarter for Jiggy Jog. 3/4, 123, even 27 and 4. Third panel. Joviality took just a brief turn in the pocket, now moves to the outside and takes the lead on Jiggy Jog. Delmonica Hanover is within 2 and gaining much further back to Manon 4th. Top of the stretch, Joviality takes over for Brian Sears. Jiggy Jog goes off stride, so Delmonica Hanover is second.
Pink Coco Chanel wasn't handled aggressively off of the gate from an outside post. Jiggy Jog was parked and pressing through an opening panel of 26 and 3. The favorite, Joviality, got away third and watched as the dust settled before making her move up the backside. She ducked into the pocket briefly before making a powerful move to the front, drawing away from the field, stopping the clock in 1:51 and 3. Delmonica Hanover got up for second, and finishing third was Manon. Marcus Melander trains this superstar filly. Brian Sears, of course, is her regular pilot. He was in the bike. Let's see what he had to say about her performance.
Got winning driver Brian Sears, the White Knight, with me. So I am not used to seeing her come first up. Was that the plan?
This filly can do it either way, and you know, she's been raced on the front a lot in the New York circuit on half-mile tracks. That's kind of the place you got to be. But you know, like I said, she's very versatile and great gated. She leaves the gate so handily that it's hard not to be forwardly placed around the front when you do drive her. But I know she's very versatile.
It is our final time of 2022 that we're going to make you say OMG. And we're going to do it in a Sunstake Saturday kind of way because we have the $250,000 Lynch Memorial for 3-year-old filly pacers. And in here, number 7 is Maxed Contract, taking in the most money from the public. She has only 7 lifetime starts, but she's won 6 of them. And don't discount a long shot in here, number 1, Sweet Kisses, who's coming off a victory in the prestigious Adio Bolo at the Meadows.
And up on the front end, it is a Max Contract, but the brush on the outside now coming first over Sea Silk, right into it for Chris Page. And hot on her heels is the second over Sweet Kisses, still in the pocket watching Captain Cowgirl. Third over a little bit closer now, there is Wickedly Innocent. 3/4, 121 and 4, 27 and 2. Third panel, fractions heating up now. Slight edge still there by Max Contract as Sea Silk tries to get to her. 2 back on the inside that's Captain Cowgirl. Top of the stretch, a wide turn by Max Contract. track. Now on the outside, Sweet Kisses gaining momentum. Sweet Kisses coming up along with Treacherous Dragon and Sea Silk. It's Sweet Kisses. Todd McCarthy for the victory.
It was a good start in here, Heather, for those 3-year-old pacing fillies. Captain Cowgirl was parked during an opening quarter of 26-1 before making the lead, and that left the favorite Max Contract in the pocket, but not for long before Miller moved her to the front. Sea Silk came first over from third up the backside. That gave Sweet Kisses a nice second over trip, and she exploded off of cover, winning in 150 flat. Sea Silk finished second, and rounding out those trifecta tickets was Max Contract. This daughter of Sweet Lou is conditioned by Hall of Fame trainer Ronnie Berg, and I've got 2 OMGs for you, Heather. This was the biggest payout of the day. This was also her 5th driver and her 5th start of the year. So let's see what Todd McCarthy, her winning driver, had to say.
Todd, a sweet drive for Sweet Kisses. So why don't you tell me how the race unfolded for you?
Thanks, Heather. You know, it worked out good there. We were able to get away 4th there, and I figured that I'd get some nice live second over cover on Chris, and it worked out good. I was just hoping that we were going to be good enough to have a little pace down the lane, and Ronnie told me a little bit about her, and he was spot on. So he said that she'd be good in here, and I can get her a good trip, and it all worked out. Full credit to Ronnie, he had the horse spot on.
Thanks so much, Todd. Now it's time to see some action from those 4-legged boys from Sun Stake Saturday at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, the $300,000 Max Hempt Memorial. And it is a great race for 3-year-old pacing boys. The 2 that everybody had their eyes on were number 3 By the Missile, the favorite in here. We've seen him on PA Harness Week recently, winning the Adios Final and the Milstein. And number 1 is Beach Glass, the richest in the group, with almost 800 grand in the bank, and the winner of the Meadowlands Pace.
So up front, it's Beach Glass. He makes his way to the half-mile marker, 55-1, 29-4. Second panel, drastic drop-off from that opening number. See how it affects this one. Beach Glass leads it. By the Missile hanging right in behind in the pocket, and now pulls for Chris Page. That gives cover to the second over for Everboy. Inside will open up for Leighton Hanover, a gap to 5th, and that's Mad Max Hanover struggling to come on. JK Victory goes past him. Then Captain Cowboy Energetic Hanover. And another duel up front, 3/4, 122 even, 26-4. Third panel, the showdown continues. Outside By the Missile, inside Beach Glass. Leighton Hanover sneaking a little bit closer. Outside Forever Boy hanging in 4th. Top of the stretch, Beach Glass, slight lead on By the Missile. Leighton Hanover getting into it at the pylons. It's still Beach Glass on top, and he's got it by a head. Leighton Hanover all out with By the Missile. Today it's Beach Glass. It's his afternoon.
It was hardball up front between the 2 favorites, By the Missile and Beach Glass, and they went head-to-head during a hot 25-2 opening split. By the Missile yielded for the pocket seat during that second quarter, and the tempo slowed a bit, and then Page popped the pocket up the backside. The duel battled it out again, but it was Beach Glass getting up for the win in 150, and a head back for second was By the Missile, and getting up in the passing lane for third was Leighton Hanover. Hall of Fame driver Yannick Gingras aboard here for trainer Brent McGrath. And speaking of Brent, Heather, you had a chance to catch up with him and chat about his star pupil.
Okay, Brent, there was hardball in the beginning. Then you get a breather. Whew, a lot going on out there. Tell me, how were you feeling during the race watching it?
When I got the breather in, I felt really good. I mean, obviously, I wasn't really optimistic when he was 25-2, and this racetrack's a big quarter. There's no, on any racetrack, it's a big quarter. And, you know, we knew the best horse and the favorite and the best horse beat us last time we hooked was on our back. So, but I thought when we got that quarter and 29 in a piece in, or 30 seconds or whatever it was, I thought we were in pretty good shape.
Congrats again to all those Beach Glass connections. Okay, everybody, it is time for our first break, but don't you fret, because coming up we've got more action from Sun Stake Saturday. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Brian Sears, that is just the way he wanted it.
Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono.
In the world of standard bred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy. and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name. That one name. Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
Welcome back to our final show of the 2022 PA Harness Week season and our Sun Stakes Saturday extravaganza. We've got more action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono from that huge card. Now it's the $300,000 Earl Beal Memorial for 3-year-old trotters. So why don't we check out and hear the public choice. It's number 6, Temporal Hanover, who won the Zweg back in July. Since then, he's hit the board in both the Hambletonian and the Dancer. And we've also got number 1, the Hambletonian winner himself, Cool Papa Bell. He was over 50 to 1 in the Hambo, and no surprise, he's getting a lot more respect this time out in the Beal.
Brian Sears, that is just the way he wanted it with the leader, Temporal Hanover. He's up by a length, still Pretender in the pocket. Justice is now within 3, but that's a tough grind against the slow pace. Boxed in 4th now, Kosher Mahoney. Cool Papa Bell fighting the good fight. He's within 4 on the outside, 2nd over. 3rd over comes Pour Me a Double. At the back on the inside, 7th Periculum. 3/4, 124 and 4, 28 and 1, 3rd panel. Temporal Hanover has been well rated. He's up by a length. Good spot in the pocket. Pretender right behind the helmet. On the outside, still winging there is Justice and Cool Papa Bell. 4 back and forth. Top of the stretch, Temporal Hanover still with something in the tank. Pretender pulls the pocket now for McCarthy. It's still Temporal Hanover. Pretender all out. Temporal Hanover holding him at bay. Temporal Hanover will take the Beal.
The favorite, Temporal Hanover, was quick off of the gate in here. Pretender pocketed up behind him. The field was single file until Justice started that outer flow, but he made no impressions on the leader. Temporal Hanover was strong on the front end after a well-rated mile, winning in 1:53. Pretender gave it his all to finish 2nd, and trotting home late for 3rd was Pour Me a Double. It was Brian Sears and Marcus Melander teaming up here. Heather had a chance to catch up with Marcus Melander. Let's see what he had to say.
Marcus, he really had his way with the field today, so you got to be happy with the performance.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's especially the trip too. You know, he had some tough trips in the both elimination and the final of the Hambletonian, so he went first up. And today it was not easy to go in the lead, maybe, but you know, it was a good that he, you know, can make it under.
He was always knocking at the door, and today he really proved himself.
Yeah, he's been racing great all year. You know, he got the win in the Swag, and then he was, you know, he was 2nd in the Stanley Dancer and 3rd in the Hambo. You know, he's right there with him, so it was good of him and nice for him that he got a big win here.
Let's keep it going with some Sun Stakes Saturday awesomeness as we have the $100,000 Sebastian K Invitational trot. And we've got number 7, Bella Bellini, and number 1, When Doves Cry. They are the only 2 mares in the race and the only 2 millionaires in the race as well. But watch out for number 5, Quattro de Julio, who went off stride in his most recent start, but looks to redeem himself in here.
Quattro de Julio leading under not much urging at all here from Andrew McCarthy. Spot in the pocket for Hill Exotic. Southwind Tyrion saving ground. Bella Bellini still hasn't launched her move. 5 away, and now to the outside for Dunn. Looks like she might get cover from Southwind Tyrion. Inside 5th, Flemstein. Also outside is Dewey Arnold. And then comes Loved by the Masses. No change up front. It's still Quattro de Julio. 3/4, 123 and 2, 27 and 4, 3rd panel. Quattro de Julio on top. Southwind Tyrion trying to get to him in the pocket. Hill Exotic taking closer notice. Bella Bellini still 4 back and forth. Top of the stretch, Quattro de Julio steps the lead out to a 1.5 lengths. Now Hill Exotic in the passing lane, gaining slightly. Quattro de Julio has this under control. He's going to step away. Andrew McCarthy, Quattro de Julio.
Quattro de Julio timed the gate perfectly, Heather, and left well when the wings folded. So did Hill Exotic, and that's who captured the early lead. Southwind Tyrion had good early speed as well. He grabbed the pocket seat around the first turn. Quattro de Julio watched when the dust settled from 3rd before McCarthy made his move to the front, and he cleared with 1 lap to go. Southwind Tyrion came first over during that 3rd quarter. quarter. Cuatro de Julio turned him away, and there was plenty left in the tank. Stepping away from this field, scoring in 1:51. Finishing second was Hill Exotic, and getting up for third was Bella Bellini. Driven to victory by Andy McCarthy. This guy is trained by Marie Ortland Bart, and you can't just help but smile when Marie comes to the winner's circle. Here she is with Heather catching up about Cuatro de Julio.
We're both crying. This is amazing. How excited are you about this win?
It was a long trip to come, but this race is for Madame Antonacci, Frank Antonacci, and his 3 sons, and for all the people who own this horse, because my friend, everybody owns this horse in my life. I don't train by myself. I train with a lot of people. I'm a little hand, but we do a good job. We do the best we can with him, and I was not lucky always with him. He's a very good horse. I'm maybe not enough good for him.
I don't believe that.
But this race is for my friend, my team, Angelo, everybody who helped me.
Our final Sun Stakes Saturday race to show you on this half hour is the $100,000 Always Be Mickey Invitational for those open pacers. The favorite here at 3 to 5 is the number 4 Allywag Hanover, who won this same event last year on Sun Stakes Saturday. And the second choice in the race is number 5 American Courage, who's coming off an impressive win on the Yonkers half-mile oval.
On the backstretch, American Courage hounded on the outside by Ruthless Hanover, getting a very tough trip. Still waiting there in the pocket is Todd McCarthy with Allywag Hanover. Second over, Billy Clyde's in striking position, only 2.5 away. Boxed in 5th, Casual Cool. Third over, 6th there is Dragon's Head. At the back, inside Wild Wild Western. Outside, This Is the Plan. American Courage pushes the lead back to 3 parts of a length. 3/4, 121 and 2, 27 and 2, third panel. American Courage able to rebuff Ruthless Hanover, but has to deal with Allywag Hanover in the pocket. A little bit further back to Casual Cool. 4th on the inside, Wild Wild Western. Top of the stretch, showdown in the lane. American Courage with the lead by 1.5 lengths. Allywag Hanover gaining on the outside. American Courage giving it all he's got, but Allywag Hanover has the momentum. Allywag Hanover defends his title in the Always Be Mickey.
Wow, Heather, there was a ton of early speed in here by these open pacers, and they were 3 wide during that opening panel of 25 and 2. American Courage came out with the lead around that first turn, and he turned the cold shoulder to Ruthless Hanover. Allywag Hanover was being patient in the pocket. McCarthy deuce popped him coming out of that far turn, and he got the momentum coming. Defending his title, scoring this year in 1:48 and 2. American Courage held on for second, and finishing third was Casual Cool. His regular pilot, Todd McCarthy, in the bike here, trained by Brett Pelling. Let's see what Brett had to say about his performance today.
Brett, I'll be honest, coming down the lane, I really felt anxious. I didn't know if he was going to get there.
The horse who cut it out, American Courage, he really raced tremendous, and he was able to back it down the back and sort of go for home a little bit. So Allywag really had to be on his game.
I really enjoy watching this horse, and he's so beautiful. Tell me a little more about him.
No, he is handsome. I mean, he's a bit of a character. He likes to do things his way, and he sort of runs his life that way. Not a rebel, but a little bit of a rogue. And he's, we love him. And as he's got older, he's actually become a little bit more, kinder to be around. So we have no trouble putting up with him.
Congrats again to all the Allywag Hanover connections, and woo! I need a break, Jess, okay? And I think you guys do too, so we're gonna go away for just a little bit, but when we come back, we've got excitement from Harrah's, Philadelphia, so do not touch that remote.
Up the back stretch they go. Jimmy Freight always and again is moving with purpose.
History. It's written by winners. At Diamond Creek Farm, we're breeding champions and rewriting the history books. Diamond Creek Farm, a cut above.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Heather.
And I'm Jess.
And you're watching PA Harness Week. And it is time for our Race of the Week from Harrah's, Philadelphia. All right, we've got some talented and rich winners over pacers from the Friday, August 19th card at Harrah's Philly, going for a purse of $22,500. And the favorite here is number 6, Jimmy Freight, and he's the favorite for good reason. He's the richest in here with $1.5 million. He's picked up big wins this year, including the Gold Cup and the Cam Luck in Canada. Second choice is the 5, Southwind Gentry, the other millionaire in the race, going to gate for the Hall of Fame trainer Ron Burke, and we're going to send it to Mike Bozich for the call.
Jimmy Freight has the lead. Outside, always and again, right at his throat latch. J.M. Manderman strong in the pocket third. Pyro's second up fourth. 3/4, 121 and 2 for Jimmy Freight. Outside, always and again. Inside, J.M. Manderman. 3 wide now, Pyro. Inside, Grand Cayman, top of the stretch. Jimmy Freight now being chased after they straighten away. Jimmy Freight by a length. Inside, J.M. Manderman will have every opportunity up the open stretch now. Pyro out wide. Mid-stretch, Jimmy Freight. J.M. Manderman lunging at the inside. Far outside, Southwind Gentry. Jimmy Freight. J.M. Manderman up the inside. They come down to the finish. It is tight for win.
J.M. Manderman was quick off the gate. The favorite, Jimmy Freight, floated off the wings, and he had to work his way to the front through an opening quarter of 26 and 1. The outer flow developed heading towards the half, and there was a battle up front, up the backside between Jimmy Freight and always and again. J.M. Manderman was content in the pocket, and he waited for the passing lane, and boy was it a close one at the wire. The photo was won by the brother-sister team of Joe and Jen Bongiorno with J.M. Manderman, and he stopped the clock in 1:49 and 3, only beating a nose. Jimmy Freight was second, and getting that show-dough was Southwind Gentry.
Alrighty, now let's let the ladies take center stage at Harrah's Philadelphia. We're going to check out a race from this Sunday, August 21st card. It's a field of all-lady pacers going for a purse of $11,200, and we've got number 7 in here, Better's Heart, the 9-5 favorite, going to post for the 2021 Trainer of the Year, Nifty Norman. Also getting a little respect is the 5, Dragon's Lucky Lady, who's been competing primarily in Ohio and lightly raced with just 5 starts this season.
Felgon opens up to lead by 3, 3/4, 123 and 4. Inside, Best Keepsake, a looser pocket now. Free Flying Ticket is third. Need Your Opinion looks for racing room. Prairie Sweetness continues to hang around 5th. Top of the stretch now. Bongiorno goes to work on Felgon as they straighten away. Outside, Free Flying Ticket. Best Keepsake looks for racing room. Trying to get up the inside now. Need Your Opinion. Mid-stretch, Felgon. Need Your Opinion roaring up the inside. Outside, Free Flying Ticket. Far outside, Better's Heart. They're closing into the finish. It is tight for win. Need Your Opinion.
From between horses, Best Keepsake got around that Felgon, who was leading from the rail as well, to get the early lead, but not for long. Felgon was moved to take over to the lead in front of the stands. Need Your Opinion gets shuffled to 4th on the rail. The passing lane opened up, and as Bozich said, Need Your Opinion came roaring through the stretch. 3 of them hit the line together, but it was Need Your Opinion who got up in time, scoring in 1:53 and 1. Montreal Teague aboard here for trainer Steve LeBlanc. A head back for second was Dragon's Lucky Lady, and pacing hard to finish third was Better's Heart.
All right, it's trivia time, and to be honest, Jess has been pretty hard on us, I think, this year. You know, I don't know what's going to happen for our final show of the 2022 season. Be gentle on us, Jess, please.
No promises here, but Montreal Teague, driver Montreal Teague, has won the Hempt Memorial twice. Who was his first victory with? And since it's the last show, I'll give you a hint. It's not Wiggle It Jiggle It, and I'll give you extra points if you guys can tell me what year it was.
Oh my gosh, wait, I said be gentle on us, come on. Okay, you know what, I gotta think about this. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll have that answer when we return, plus much more on our final show of the 2022 season.
Powerful miss, doing it all on the front end. His lead.
Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week, and it's time for the trivia time answer. Jeff, what's the question again? I'm still working on it, and then give me the answer.
Driver Montreal Teague has won the Hempt Memorial twice. It wasn't with Wiggle It Jiggle It the first time, of course. So who was it the first time he got his victory in this prestigious race? Well, it was Custer the Dragon in 2011. He was 20 at the time. Of course, he teamed up with his father, George Teague Jr., who was inducted into the Hall of Fame earlier this year.
All right, you guys probably knew this was coming. Our blast from the past this week, of course, is the 2011 $300,000 Hempt Memorial starring Custer the Dragon and driver Montreal Teague.
Top of the stretch, it's powerful mist. Now Custer the Dragon pulls the pocket to go after him. Powerful mist and Pavia. Custer the Dragon and Teague on the outside. Powerful mist and Custer the Dragon. What a finish here. Custer the Dragon and Montreal Teague.
Custer the Dragon was forwardly placed off of the gate in here, and he was benefited from a perfect pocket trip. Montreal pulled him midway through the stretch, and he babbled it out through the lane, but Custer the Dragon dug in to win and won 50-2. Of course, Montreal Teague aboard here for his father, George Teague Jr.
All right, guys, just because our show is coming to an end for this season doesn't mean the live racing is over. There's plenty more excitement at the Downs at Mohegan Sun and Harris, Philadelphia. So why don't we go through the live racing schedule? First, we'll start with the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, post times 1:30 p.m. Sunday, post times 5 p.m. Harris, Philadelphia. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with a post time of 12:25. Then Sunday, there's a post time of 12:40.
Don't forget, you can place your wagers online also. Need to know where to do that? Don't worry, we've got you covered. For Harris, Philadelphia, the website is pabets.tbg.com. For the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, the website is ibetmohegan.com. And don't forget, we offer free program pages. Those can be found at phha.org right at the top of the homepage.
You know, and until we meet again in 2023, we still want you guys to stay in touch with us. So how do you do that? Well, social media. On Facebook, we're at Harness Week, and Twitter, we're at PA Harness Week. And of course, you know, if you miss us a lot, check us out on YouTube. There's hundreds of videos there that we want you to check out. And we have a lot of special thank yous to give out to people. So let's start off because we are so blessed to be here. So first of all, we've got the Pennsylvania Harness Horsemen's Association. We want to thank, including President Sam Beagle and all of the officers and directors of the PHHA board. Plus so much gratitude to our other PHHA crew like Rachel Alzewski, Mike Caron, and Viet Nguyen.
And a special thank you to Lindsay Heiser from NBC Sports Philadelphia, plus Dave and the video team at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, and Rich and the Harris Philadelphia video team, and of course our track announcers Mike Bozich from Harris Philadelphia and Jim Baviglia from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, and of course the horsemen and women, most of all for their wonderful standardbred horses who are part of this incredible season.
Absolutely. And you guys, our fans, we love you so much. Thank you for another great season. Look, for myself, Heather Vitale, Jess Otten, the man behind the camera, Bruce Costello, thank you again for another great season, and we will see you in 2023.